I'm super excited for today's video because I'm building a new dirt jump bike. Now the dirt jump bike is one of the main bikes that I use, and as you can see we have a whole host of mostly new but a few old parts there to finally get this new frame built and ready to shred. Let's start sieving through these parts then. So we'll start with the frame. You've seen this in a few videos before, but we've never actually finally or completely finished the build, should I say. So it's the Haibike DRT11 Team Edition. There's only a few of these bad boys kicking around, which feels amazing to have a bespoke frame, I guess you could call it. It's very small, 26-inch wheels, obviously a hardtail, no rear suspension, super easy to build, and it's very lightweight. It's made of aluminium and very short back end. Quite a high bottom bracket, which with a steeper head angle makes it really nimble and really easy for throwing tricks. One thing I couldn't get hold of as a new component was cranks. These are the carbon ceramic exos, so super lightweight ceramic bearings. The bearings feel like brand new even though they look stiff there, but that's what I want on this bike because I don't want the cranks to spin. As stupid as that sounds, I want them to be solid, so when I'm doing tail whips and stuff, then there's no movement, meaning there's no chance of bull riding out your tricks. Although they're not brand new, it's all super clean, it all looks really tidy, and yeah, I will say, I've said it before and I shall say it again, I'm in love with the colour of this bike and I can't wait to get the parts on it. I'm not going to put it on the floor, I'm going to put it there and put it in the stand. The next part is my Fox 36831 100mm dirt jumper specific forks. Again, these are actually 1-2 years old maybe, but they were serviced recently because they were making that hideous knocking sound, and apart from looking a bit scratched and obviously de-stickered to fit in with the colour scheme, the internals have all been redone recently, so I'm going to reuse them. They're perfectly good, perfectly adequate and up to the task. To fit them we need to dive into one of these boxes and find the headset. That's it, that's a headset component. Brand new sleeper grips in black, nice and soft. Seeing as I just unboxed that one, I might as well do this. So new seat post, brand new bars, S2 saddle, S2 pedals, Halo Chaos. But like I said, we're going to come on to those when we're ready to. Right, starting with the fork. So we need to fit the headset. This is the top bearing plus accessories. I was just about to leave that on there, but then I remembered in one of the last episodes, if you're a frequent viewer, I received this magnetic bowl. So to keep everything nice and pristine, I'm gonna take it apart and put it in a bowl. Every workshop should have a rubber mallet, especially for bikes, because when things need a little bit of gentle persuasion, you can do it without writing off your bicycle. I was watching one of G Milner's dream builds the other day, or a jump bike actually, and I see that he uses a brush for grease, which is a way cleaner and more precise method than just jamming your finger in there. Lovely shiny new bearings, look at that. The ones that come out were horrific. They'd been, I don't think they were just from that bike, I think they'd been on a few. Oh my god. Satisfaction. I need the stem already. I'll talk about the size and the length and all that sort of stuff in a minute, but for now we're just going to get the headset and the forks in. Forks in. Wow, that's very clean looking, I must admit. I think I'm missing the trick here. I think I should be fitting a steering wheel instead. That video was absolute class, wasn't it? I love that one. That's fitted. Obviously we'll come back to that in a minute. Or do I put the bars on now whilst we're here? Cara's nodding. Gusset S2, I've run these for years. I say it all the time, and once again I shall say it again. Where I chop and change between a lot of bikes, running familiar handlebars makes that adjustment from one setup to another feel a whole load easier. So I swear by these. Not only do I love the feel of them, I love the design, the look, the colour, the gloss, everything about them. So we're going to get these set up and get them installed on the bike. Width wise, I run my handlebars at 720mm. I feel on the jump bike that's the perfect compromise between having enough space to do bar spins but without giving away too much control and making it feel like a micro scooter. The setup that I'm running on the front of the bike, the cockpit area, is obviously the Gusset S2 stem in gloss black, 33mm reach on the stem. I like it nice and short on this bike. That's a 35mm clamp because it gives increased strength for the handlebars. So they have a 38mm rise, they're a riser bar, which I like the feel of, and like I just said, I run them at 720mm wide. Making our way down the bike, next we're going to do seat and pedals, seeing as we're in that area. Brand new seat clamp, gloss black once again. Seat post, obviously that's massive, you never adjust the height on a jump bike, so I cut them down anyway, but I cut the Gusset one down because there's a special way the seat connects to the post, which I'll share with you guys in a minute. But before I do, I'm just going to go and give this a little chop. This is really cool, the seat, because it is a pivotal seat, but the bolt is done through the bottom of the seat post, which is cool because normally you have a little flap here. I mean, it's not really a problem, but it's just way cleaner. That looks so tidy with nothing on it, and you don't have any big goofy rails sticking out. Freshies. It's so nice and new and fresh. Look at that, smooth, very smooth, smooth. Next is the wheels. Right, Halo Chaos 26-inch. I've run these wheels on my dirt jump bike for as long as I can remember. I swear by them, they're amazing, they're awesome, and yeah, I'm stoked to be putting them back into this build, a nice fresh set. This is the front one, and it's got a disc brake mount on it, which you can't, my old bike didn't have one. You can get the hub where it's clean, but I always kind of was like, oh, that would be cool to have a spare wheel with a disc mount on it, because then if you want to make like the hybrid style bike or run a front brake on the dirt jumper, I have that option now. I don't need a spare wheel. So yeah, okay, you've got to look down at a disc mount, but it's not the end of the world, and like I say, it gives me that option to switch that out if I need to. Running the tan walls, which were on this in the last time that I did like the new old bike builds. I've got to fit the rear sprocket. I've got an 11 tooth sprocket, and that's onto the Superdrive DJD hub, which as always is that special Halo sound. We'll test that out in a minute. I'd imagine you probably don't need to do that up too tight because it's the way that it drives, it will tighten as you pedal. So I'm just even going to go with just that. Right, now we've got that nut in, it's time to fit the disc rotor, and the brake that I'm going to be running is like a half new one. It's not completely a new system because I couldn't get hold of one, but I've got new pads and new discs for it, and we're going to bleed it up, so it's going to be like what I did on the downhill bike recently, and they feel amazing. So if I can achieve them results right now, we'll be stoked. Let's dive into the freshly organised by Cara EBC drawer, and right in front of us we've got jump bike discs only. Lovely. We'll grab a set of pads while we're there. Nice little 160mm rotor. I've fitted the brake, which is a Shimano Dior XT, dual piston, super powerful. It needs a bleed like I say, but what is so nice about the jump bikes is they're just simple to build. The cables aren't internally routed, so that's a very easy process. Obviously I've not clipped them because the stand's in the way at the moment, but what we're going to do now is get the bleed kit out and get some pressure in this puppy. That's so black up there, and go take a look at that. There we go. The chain was something that I couldn't get new, so I'm going to put the old one back on there, which is a bit dirty and grimy. Dry transmission's not so important on the jump bike, so I'm not that fussed. I would like a gold one to finish the theme, but The good thing with this is it's cut down to fit my jump bike, which the frame was exactly the same geometry, so it should just be a case of plug and play, just be able to clip it on. Let's just see if it has a way up that it goes. That's the top then. There we go, perfect chain tension, looks like a guitar string that. The only thing I need to do is raise the seat because this frame's obviously a bit more slammed and the seat is dragging. We have a bike, let's get it out of the stand, finish these last few jobs and then we're going to get some shots and admire it in all its glory. The headset's literally perfect without me even doing anything to it. Boom, the bike's done. It's a new build. Brand new dirt jumper for what's hopefully going to be a big year of sending new tricks and just enjoying shredding bikes. So, I mean, it'd be rude to wrap this video up without taking a closer look at this beast in detail. So let's drop a tune and check it out. What an absolute perfect note to end this video on. Those shots look amazing, perfect sunset and a dream build waiting for me to shred when I get back. I feel super privileged to have a whole fleet of dialed new bikes to come back to when I ride. It's really amazing. I'm stoked to be able to share that with you guys. Whilst we're here, we've got to do the drop test, so listen to how dialed and smooth this sounds. Insane. We'll do the hub whilst we're there. You get the vibe, the brake's rubbing a bit, but we're not going to look at that too much because this thing is an absolute beast. I cannot wait to shred it. Even just standing over it now, it just feels amazing. But we're going to wrap this one up here. So if you've enjoyed this video, give us a thumbs up. We've made it to Twisted Oaks Bike Park because Cara filmed a video. That will be at the end of this video for you to watch. And leave your comments below and I'll see you guys in the next video.